Well, the weekend's just around the corner. Let's see how the weather's looking. And for most of us, it's actually not looking bad at all. We've got plenty of dry weather on the way with a few sunny spells, but it is going to be chilly. You can see it here, just gently rotating around the UK during the course of Sunday. The morning temperatures will vary from west to east, depending on where the wind's blowing from, but daytime temperatures will be typically around 7 or 8 degrees Celsius. So with that high pressure not budging for the foreseeable future, which is certainly the next week or so, possibly even longer, you can see there's very little in the weather, in the change in the weather. And that's also been very dry. That's going to continue. Just look how dry it's been. For example, in Ipswich, we've only had so far 4% of the rainfall this month, but further north in Scotland, it's been quite a bit wetter. It's going to stay like.
Good afternoon. It was a cold start this morning, but a rather beautiful one. We had a weather front sinking south, and as the sun rose, the high cloud met with it, causing these beautiful colours.
Hello there. Very good evening to you. Today, yes, there has been a little bit of brightness around for our early risers. This lovely photo sent in from one of our viewers earlier on today, but the cloud is going to continue to build as we go through the weekend. For most of us, staying largely dry, often on the cloudy side, but if you're exposed to the breeze, that wind coming in from the north, it is going to feel rather chilly. Again, a fairly fine start to our day on Sunday with some sunshine. Chilly though, saying that. The cloud thickening up into the afternoon, and we go through the rest of next week with more cloud around. And where that cloud is thick enough, there could also be some light rain. Bye-bye.
Rita, well, we started the day on a pretty cloudy note, but the weather has been brightening up quite nicely, and a lovely end to the day, certainly across the Cumbria area with lots of sunshine here. It's not been like that everywhere, of course, though. Through the afternoon across northeast Scotland, we've had this zone of thicker cloud working in, 1 or 2 showers around as well. Hi Victoria, when I was saying yesterday that we might have a nice sunrise, well, to be fair with you, I'm going to come clean. I wasn't actually expecting one of these. This bright line you can see here is called a sun pillar, and it's caused by ice crystals floating down through the atmosphere, reflecting the light of the rising or the setting sun. And this one was captured in Ruislip earlier this morning. An absolute belter of a Weather Watch picture.
Hello. The weather this weekend for most of us isn't looking too bad. Plenty of sunny spells on the way, but it will remain chilly. And the settled weather is thanks to a large area of high pressure which has decided to park itself over the UK.
Becky, before the break we heard about that dramatic weather in America. Is there any chance of us getting it here?
We're not going to get that dramatic weather here, but surprisingly, it is actually impacting us. It's really interesting, that is, if you're a total geek like me, of course. Let's have a look at what's going on. You can see this is the picture across America at the moment with that massive contrast in conditions, which is giving a very lively and really supercharged jet stream. We don't really talk much about the jet stream over here, but over there they definitely do. The jet stream, of course, is like a sort of conveyor belt for weather systems. And what's happening is it's developing this very deep area of low pressure sitting out in the Atlantic. And that, in turn, is creating a very dominating area of high pressure. That is what's keeping things so dry at the moment. We're on course to see the driest February for 30 years here in the UK. And it really is settling things down as well. Now, there has been some talk about the beast from the east. If you look at any of the red tops at the moment, is that going to happen? Well, certainly not next week. Not definitely not, but not next week. Because as you can see, we're definitely seeing high pressure dominating over the next few days. But in order to have any snow event, you've got to have rain as well. And we're just not getting that. This area of high pressure is keeping all the rain-bearing frontal systems, at least for next week, at bay. There is the potential maybe for next weekend and into the early part of the following week that something wintry might happen. But really, anything beyond around 5 days is educated guesswork. Jumping ahead to Sunday, and this is a snapshot for Sunday. It is going to be a matter of rinse and repeat. A fair amount of cloud around, largely dry, feeling chilly as well. Not really much to write home about. That is the situation with high pressure. It becomes tricky for a weather presenter. And next week, this is more of the same. It's dry, it's settled, and it's chilly as well. So there definitely is the potential for things turning cold and wintry towards the end of next week. But really, anything more than 5 days ahead is educated guesswork. But it makes very good paper sales, I hear.
It does, I hear that too. Becky, thanks very much.
No probs.